So shortcut is so I'm also not doing that much. Sometimes only I do that. ඒකින්ද මට ලොකුවට ඔයගලන්ට advice එකක් දෙන්න බෑ මම නොකරන දෙයක්. But mama safe හිටියේ නැතත් at least you guys should be safe. So that's why I'm sharing this. අපි හැමලෙම දැනගන්න ඕනේ that one second. We should always be aware of these kind of things, right? What are the common diseases? How are they spreading? How do we stay safe? These are very important. Kumari, where did we stop last day? We'll straight away jump to the lesson. Let me get the textbook. I gave you homework. Okay, did you all do the homework? Koban, homework karpu karte, give me a thumbs up. And also, can somebody put what the homework are that I gave? Abhi, last week, my pie charts. I think we finished pie charts last week, no? I kind of remember like we finished it. Yes, great. That means we can start LCM. LCM, it's a very short lesson. And we can move on to algebraic fractions. But before anything else, let's discuss the homework. Okay, 1 second. 11.1, third question. I will get the question to the whiteboard. Thank you, Maria. Exercise 11.1. Okay, now straight away, correct your homework. Huh? The number of newspapers that were sold at a newspaper stall on a certain day of the week was 540. The number of Sinhalese papers sold was 210, while the number of Tamil papers sold was 150. The rest of the papers that were sold were English papers. Represent this information in a pie chart. So, the main thing when you're drawing a pie chart is figuring out the angle, right? Because once you figure out the angle, it's all about just measuring the angle using a protractor and drawing the lines, right? But before anything else, we have to figure out the angle. That's very, very important. Okay. And now, let's see how to, we already know this. We discussed this. Let's find the answer. Now, there's a total of 540. Sinhalese 210. So I'll find the angle representing Sinhalese papers. So number of Sinhalese papers is 210. Total number of newspapers is 540. May fraction we multiply that by 360 degrees. This is how we figure out the angle. I'm sorry if my surroundings are a little dark. I'm actually at my office and the lighting is not that great here. So I hope it's not too bad because my whiteboard because it's so white, that light is reflecting on my face. So I'm pretty sure you guys can see me. Yeah, with that heads up, 0, 0 cancel. Then 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 1 is 3. 4, 5, 25. Can it 3 times 8 is 25, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Then 18 times 1 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. Means 0. So 7 times 20 is 140 degrees. we found the angle representing Sinhalese papers. Then we can find the angle representing Tamil papers. So, angle representing Tamil papers. The Tamil number of Tamil papers is 150. Total number of papers is 540. We have to multiply by 360 degrees equal 0, 0 cancel. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 18 is 54. 18 times 1 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. Then 5 times 2 is 10. May 0 we get the angle 100. Then the rest of the papers that were sold were English papers. Angle we don't have to separately find, because once we find these two, the remaining angle will be the English papers. So I shall draw a circle here to draw the pie chart. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I shall mark the center as well. Somewhere I would say here. Sinhalese papers 140. So let's draw a line here. Then 140 would be somewhere like this. Let's say for an example. Ogala measure karla because you have a protractor. I don't have a protractor. I'm just eyeballing, right? So 140 degrees. This is Sinhalese newspapers. You can label this part as number of Sinhalese newspapers. And now the Tamil papers, it is 100 degrees. So you can 90 chuttak vadi 100 degrees. Something like this. So I shall mark this as 100 degrees and I will label this as number of Tamil newspapers. Then the remaining angle will of course be English newspapers. What is the remaining angle? Here the remaining angle again. What is the remaining angle you will be getting here? From 360, you just have to subtract 140 and 100. 120, no? Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If you can hear me, then you can interact with me too. If you cannot interact, that means I'm going to assume that you're not listening to the class. You're not actively present in the class. If you are not actively present in the class, I would suggest a better thing to do would be just leave the class. Okay, there's no point wasting your internet and whatever, staying in the class. But if you are staying in the class, be actively present. And I'm going to measure that using how you react during the class. Okay. All right. So this is 11.1 third question. For recorrections, I shall give. Is this clear to all of you? Give me a thumbs up. Others? Alia, Jevindu, Kushit, Shweta. Kushit, do you have a question or is it clear? All right. Okay. Then I will give you like 1 minute for recorrections, not more than that. This is a very simple question. So I'll give you 1 minute. All right. Now let's move on to 11.2. 11.2, our homework is third question. 11.2. 11.2, third question. Okay. So, exercise 11.2. Third question. Tickets, right. Okay. The tickets printed for a drama were valued at 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees, and 200 rupees. The following pie chart illustrates the number of tickets of each type that was sold. 1,000 rupee tickets, they have not really given the angle. So, අපි දන්න angle එක මොකක්ද කියලා. 500 tickets, the angle is 90 degrees. 200 tickets, again, we don't know the angle. Okay. First question. Of what value were the tickets that were sold the most? What do you think? What did you write? Yes, 200 rupees. 200. Yes, correct. 200. So even without knowing the angle, we can pretty clearly see that 200 rupee tickets represent the larger angle. So that's pretty obvious. So even without seeing the angle, we can obviously say that. All right, then Roman number 2. What fraction of the total number of tickets sold is the number of 500 rupee tickets sold? What did you write for this?
This can't we do 90 over 360, then 9 over 36, then 1, 3?
1 over?
3.
1 over 3? Can you double check on that? Or everything is correct. The last one only?
Sorry, 1 over 4.
1 over 4. Yes, Maria, correct. 1 over 4. So what they're asking is what fraction of the total number of tickets is the number of 500 rupee tickets sold, right? Basically, what they want is fraction number of 500 rupee tickets divided by total number of tickets. Fraction but we don't have the exact numbers, but we do know those. 500 rupee tickets are represented by 90 degrees. Total number of tickets are represented by the total circle, that is 360. Exact value angle because angle also represents the value, right? So 0, 0 cancel 9 times 1, 9, 9 times 4, 36. So we should get the fraction as 1 over 4. Is that clear to all of you, Lamai? All right. Roman number 3. The number of 1,000 rupee tickets that was sold was 1,000 rupee tickets. Okay. Number of 1,000 rupee tickets sold were 140. If the angle at the center that denotes the number of 1,000 rupee tickets that were sold is 70 degrees. May angle like 70 degrees lu. Metan value 140 lu. Find the number of 200 rupee tickets. 200 rupee tickets. Okay. Then balanda metana 1,000 rupee tickets gattot. What is the angle denoting 1,000 rupee tickets? 70 degrees. That's the angle. How many 1,000 rupee tickets are there? 104. That means the 70-degree angle. 70-degree angle represent 140 tickets. Nether. Upping Hanama in a 200 tickets. Kocharak sell veladu here. Alright. Then if 70 degrees represent 140 tickets, eka degree ekakin kochara tickets represent vena. If 70 degrees represent 100 and sorry? 2. Correct. Correct. Yes. Maria, yes. Basma, yes. 70 degrees represent 140. Now 1 degree represents 140. You divide by 70. Again, a degree again 20 tickets represent when. A degree again 20 tickets represent when. They are asking the number of 200 rupee tickets. Unfortunately, here we don't know the angle here. Is there a way for us to find the angle here? Is there a way for us to find the angle here? Anybody?
At the angle of 1,000 tickets and 500 tickets and then subtract it from the total 360 degrees.
Correct. Correct, Basma. Correct, Maria. You already know these two angles. 70 degrees you know, 90 degrees you know. So the total angle also you know 360. So from 360 you just have to subtract these, right? Angle representing 200 rupee. 200 rupee tickets is from 360. You're gonna subtract 1,000 rupee tickets 70 degrees plus 500 rupee tickets 90 degrees. That means from 360 degrees you have to subtract 160 degrees. Then you get 200 degrees. Now you already know that 1 degree represents 20 tickets, right? If 1 degree represents 20 tickets, 200 degrees represents ekakin 20 nang 200 galing. You have to multiply 20 by 200. Then you get 2 times 2, 4. So we get 4,000 tickets. One minute, method 20 name 2 neda. I have marked it as 20. 4,000 is too big of a number. It's 400 tickets. Because here it's 20 tickets. So, sorry, 2 tickets. Again, I said 20. 1 degree represents 2 tickets. So then 200 degrees represent 2 times 200, which is 400 tickets. Okay, that makes sense. Is that clear to all of you? Give me a thumbs up, please. And finally, they're asking, what is the total income that was received by selling the tickets? Then api danna katham de. Then metana balanda angles apita wadak naha natharama. At the end of the day, we care about how many tickets. 1,000 tickets when sell vela tiyena 140 that they have given no. So 1,000 tickets winning 140 yes sell vela tiyena. 200 rupee tickets winning kochru sell aate 400 tickets sell vela tiyena. So 200 rupee tickets, 400 such tickets have been sold. We have to find 500 rupee tickets. How many of those tickets have been sold? That is also now quite easy. I will put Roman number 4. Let's see. Number of 500 rupee tickets. So we know 1 degree represents 2 tickets, right? Now, how many degrees are there in 500 rupee tickets? 90 degrees. If 1 degree represents 2 tickets, 90 degrees represents 180 tickets. Correct. Yes. එහෙනම් දැන් අපිට යාගේ tickets ගානක් තියෙනවා. Now we just have to multiply, right? ඔන්න බලන්න total income එක හොයන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. So total income, right? How many 1,000 rupee tickets have been sold? Now tell me. How many 1,000 rupee tickets have been sold? Hundred and 140,000 rupee tickets have been sold. Again, a ticket takes 1,000 rupees, right? Eva gave 140. So 1,000 rupees I have to multiply by 140. Then we get the income there. One ticket is 1,000 rupees. 140 such tickets have been sold. How many 500 rupee tickets have been sold?
180.
180.
Correct, 180. Then one ticket is 500 rupees. 180 such tickets have been sold. So we have to multiply. Then how many 200 rupee tickets have been sold? 400. So one ticket is 200 rupees. 400 such tickets have been sold. So I multiply by 400. Now let's multiply. 140 multiplied by 1,000. 140,000. 500 multiplied by 18. 18 times 5 would be 90. And then zeros to 9. Then 200 times 400 would be 2 times 4 is 8. 0, 0, 0, 0. 800,000 or 80,000, huh? 80,000. So 140 plus 90 is 230. 230 plus 80 would be 310. Is this the answer you got, Lamai? All right. So since this was a little bit of a longer question, I will give you like 3 to 4 minutes. 3 minutes again? I think that would be enough. I'll give you 3 minutes for recorrections. If you have any questions, you can ask. But yeah, quickly do the recorrections. Make it fast.
Excuse me, miss. 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 Excuse me, miss.
Am I all good? Ismail, yes. What's the question?
Miss, in the third one, why
Yeah.
do we multiply 200 by 2?
Because now we know here. Did you understand how we got this part? Let me first close this. Did you understand how we got this part?
Yes.
How? Are you sure? 1 degree, how it represents 2 tickets. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right. So now here we have 200 degrees. If 1 degree represents 2 tickets, 200 degrees will represent 400 tickets, right? एक degree එකකින් tickets දෙකක් පෙන්නනවානේ. Did you get, if just like let's say one child gets 2 toffees, then if you take 200 children, 2 times each, we will have to distribute 400 toffees, right? Is that clear?
Yes, miss.
All right. Others, did you all finish writing? All right. Then I think we will have to move on to the miscellaneous exercise. I miscellaneous එකේ අපිට තියෙනවා 4, 5, 6. Okay. What do you think about this lesson, Lamai? Do you think it's easy or do you think it's difficult? What are your opinions about the lesson? No opinions? Okay. Okay, Zuha. Others, what do you think? Zuha told me what she thinks. Others? My question was, what do you think about this lesson, data representation lesson? What are your opinions? Is it easy or difficult or just manageable? What do you think? Manageable, shape can. Shape. What do you think? I want to hear about the lesson. Only Zuha has any opinion about the lesson? Yes. Okay, Shanaz?
Shape, manageable.
Shape, manageable. Okay, Kushit? Okay, Maria? Okay, Sweta? Okay, Alia? All right. Others, Mukada? Are y'all listening to me? So it's easy. So some of you are saying it's easy. Some of you are saying easier compared to other lessons. Some of you all are saying a little bit difficult. Some of you all are saying it's easy, but if you make a small mistake, the whole question goes wrong. Very true. So actually in data representation, both in grade 10, now you all are in grade 10, in grade 11 also, there is another part for data representation. Both of these lessons are actually quite easy. Can I like learn karana lokoda deyak naha. So mostly what you need to do is practice, do a lot of questions. So, you know, with the limited time we have during the class, we'll try to do as many questions as we can. But even outside that, at home, you can try questions and you can send on WhatsApp so that you could get it corrected. Okay. Manageable. Okay. For some of you, it's manageable. Okay, good. I think good feedback on the lesson. Okay. A certain welfare society decided to select one of the following 3 cities: Polonnaru, Anuradhapura, Kandy as the destination of their annual trip. 1/4 of the members expressed their preference for Polonnaru, while 36 members preferred Kandy and the remaining 54 preferred Anuradhapura. How many members did the welfare society have? Okay. Now, so according to this information, okay, let's list what do we have. There are 3 cities, right? We have Polonnaru. We have, excuse me, we have Anuradhapura. We have Kandy. Then Mithana, 1/4 of the members expressed their preference to Polonnaru. ඒක දීලා තියෙන්නේ fraction එකක් විදියට as a fraction. 36 members preferred Kandy. Remaining 54, what? Kandy, sorry. 36 preferred Kandy. Remaining 54 preferred Anuradhapura. Okay. Now, how do you find this answer? How do you find this answer here? How many members did the welfare society have? Kiana Balan. I want to hear your answers on this, because it's a very interesting question. One second. All right. Okay, Maria.
This do we add Anuradhapura and Kandy and multiply it by Polonnaru?
Sorry, Anuradhapuram.
Do we add 54 plus 36 and multiply it by 1/4? That's right.
Multiply by 1/4. Not really. Not exactly that. But I mean, if you tried good, you are trying to say 54 plus 36 multiplied by 1/4 in it.
Teacher, is the answer 120?
Answer should be 120, yes. How did you get it, Basma? Did you have the working with you?
Yes, I added 36 and 54. Since the remaining of the fraction is 3/4, that means 3/4 is equals to 90. Then I divided 90 by 3 and I got but 1/4 equals to 30. That means the whole fraction, the whole total is 120.
Correct. Then that's correct. Huh? So yes, final answer is 120 and that is the approach. So even if you didn't get the answer right, at least if you tried, I'm very happy with that. Because this is a miscellaneous exercise we're talking about. Not every question you can get answers instantly. But as long as you tried, I'm perfectly happy with that, because that's what I want. Because if you try Karama, you get stuck at some point, right? Did you understand here? Polonnaru, there is a fraction. Polonnaru, we don't know what the full number is. We don't know the total. We only have a fraction, right? But Anuradhapura and Kandy, we don't have a fraction, but we have the total number. These are different. When you were trying the question, if you figure that out, that is good enough. Polonnaru fraction total number nෑ. But Anuradhapura and Kandy, we have the number of members, but we don't have the fraction. So we have 2 different quantities. එකකට fraction එකක් තියෙනවා, අනිත් ඒවට no fraction, but just the total number of members. So here, what we need to realize is, okay, there are only Polonnaru, Anuradhapura, Kandy, nothing else, no other cities, right? So Yes, Mari. Your approach is correct. Good. So here, if Polonnaruwa is 1/4, let's say there's a cake. If 1/4 of the cake I eat, what is remaining? If 1/4 of the cake is consumed by me, the remaining fraction is 3/4, right? Yes. The metana Polonnaruwa has a fraction of 1/4. Then that means Anuradhapura and Kandy should be the remaining 3/4. Is that clear to all of you? Give me a thumbs up. Others, I'll ask step by step. Alia, Basma, Ismail, Kushit, Shanaz, Shweta, did you understand that?
Understood, Miss.
Okay. So if 1/, ඔය තුන විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. If Polonnaruwa was a person, Anuradhapura was a person, and Kandy was a person, there are 3 people, let's say. If Polonnaruwa ate 1/4 of the cake, remaining 3/4 is only remaining for Anuradhapura and Kandy. අර ඒ වගේ තමයි. එහෙනම් remaining 3/4 of the members of the welfare society, sorry, I bit my tongue, visited Anuradhapura and Kandy. Okay, so let's find the total number of members for Anuradhapura and Kandy. Anuradhapura, there's 54. Kandy, there's 36. 54 plus 36, we get 90 members. Right? May tamai total number of members for Anuradhapura and Kandy. Alright. Now, this total number is represented by 3/4. Okay. So, I will write 3/4 is represented by 90 members. Then how many members are represented by 1/4? How many members are represented by 1/4?
30.
30. 3/4 90 members are 1/4 30 members. කොහොමද අපි ඒක ගත්තේ? Let's say මෙන්න cake එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. 3/4 means 3 parts. If 3 parts were, let's say, eaten by 90, ඒ කියන්නේ එක part එකක් කාලා තියෙන 30 members. ඒ වගේ තමයි. So 90 you divide by 3 and you get 30 members. So 1/4 is 30 members. Now what we want is the total number. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔක්කොම ටික ඕනේ. ඔක්කොම කියන්නේ 4/4. So එහෙනම් if you take this particular cake, we know 1/4. ඒ කියන්නේ එක part එකක් 30 නම් the whole cake, there are 4 parts, right? එහෙනම් that is 30 multiplied by 4. That would be 120 members. Did you all understand this? Did you all understand this, everyone?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to, if you have any questions, please do ask. Now let's move on to the second one, represent the above data in a pie chart. Make a lazy thing. The first part is the difficult part. Second part is not that difficult, right? So we'll draw a circle. Now we know 1/4 is Polonnaruwa. So now we කෙලින්ම 1/4 mark කරන්න පුළුවන් Polonnaruwa කියලා. 1/4 means 1/4, right? 104 is a quarter. Quarter can 90 degrees. Kelim අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් එක, right? This is members preferring Polonnaru. Just preference. So I will say members preferring Polonnaru. Then Anuradhapura and Kandy, how do we represent? We have to find the angle, right? Angle representing Anuradhapura. So the number of members who prefers to go to Anuradhapura is 54. Total number of members, then api metana hewa 120. We have to multiply this by 360 degrees. So 0, 0, 12 times 1, 12, 12 times 3, 36. 3 times 4 is 12, 1 remaining, 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1, 16. So 162. Now you have to measure using your protractor 162 degrees and mark like this and label it as members preferring Anuradhapura. Once you mark this, you don't have to find the angle for Kandy because you know there's only these three. Then the remaining angle will definitely be Kandy. So that will be members preferring Kandy. Is that clear to all of you, Lamai? All right. Meghrath, I will give you 3 minutes for recorrections. Make it fast. All right, Lamai. Then let's move on to the fifth one. Fifth second. Okay, let me get the question to the whiteboard. All right. The following pie chart illustrates the number of votes received by 4 parties at an election. The party which received the most number of votes received 9,300 votes. So, making up it a loku godakma votes because that's the bigger sector of the circle. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා තමයි party with the most number of votes. Party with the most number of votes. Just because that information was there, I'll just mark it. I don't know whether I will need it or not. But since I saw it, I just mark it. Right. How many votes in total did all 4 parties receive? Did you all find that answer here? Can you all tell me how you got that answer? Yes. Yes. So we know now party with the most number of votes received 9,300 votes. Can I make votes 9,300. And angle is 150 degrees, right? So A kiyanne 150 degrees represent 9,300 votes. Total number of votes are represented by what angle? What is the angle representing the total number of votes?
360.
360, right? Because 350 is the full circle. Full circle represents all the votes. And now I need to find 360. So now 9,300 is for 150 degrees. I divide this by 150. Then I get 1 degree or the kochara votes. Then when I multiply it by 360 degrees, I get the total number of votes. I hope that's clear. So 1 degree means 9,300. I divide by 150. And then for 360 degrees, 360 wali multiply karando. So I just reduced 1 step there. So 0, 0 cancels. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 12 is 36. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 43 can 5 times 8 is 40. 41, 42, 43. 3 remaining. 30 means 5 times 6, 30 and 0. So we have to multiply 1,860 by 12. 1,860 you multiply by 12. 12 times 0. 12 times 6 is 72. 7 remaining. 12 times 8 is 96. Right? 96 plus 7 would be 103. 12 times 1 is 12. Plus 10 is 22. Okay, so we get 22,320 votes. Is this clear to all of you, Lamai? Did you all get this answer? Yes, okay. Others? Homework karane? The homework karane no point coming to the class even. Why? Because if you take our 2.5 hours, we spend a lot of time of our class discussing the homework. So if you didn't do the homework, you can't actively participate in the discussion. No? එතකොට අපරාධේ time එක. So එක හින්දා, you know, some questions you might not be able to get the answer, but at least I want you to try your very best. Try කළත් බැරි වුණොත් කමක් නැහැ, but try your best, right? Then Roman number 2. How many votes in total did the party in the third position receive? What is the part in the third position? This is the first position. Mea definitely second position, right? Mea first position. Mea second position. Yes. Then 75 is the third position. Right? Ena apen gahana kochchara votes. So api dannawa now 150 degrees represent 9,300 votes. එහෙනම් අපිට දැන් දැනගන්න ඕනේ third position යා 75 degrees, right? So how many votes does 75 degrees represent? 9,300 divide by 150 multiply by 75. 75 times 175, 75 times 250. So 9,300 you have to divide by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 can 1 remaining. 13. 2 times 6 is 12. 1 remaining. 10. 2 times 5 is 10. And 0. Is that clear to all of you? Then Roman number 3. My side again කරන්නම්, otherwise යටට ගියාම it's difficult to have everything in one screen, so I'll do it here. Express the number of votes that the party in fourth position කියන්නේ 45 degrees නේ, මෙයා fourth receive as a fraction of the total number of votes. So we have to express this as a fraction. So fraction ekakadi what we need is when you have to express as a fraction, what you need is number of votes received by party in fourth position divided by total number of votes, right? Then we don't really have to find the total number of votes because අපිට angles ටික තියෙනවානේ, that's enough. Number of votes received by the party in the fourth position is represented by the angle 45 degrees. Total number of votes is represented by the angle 360 degrees. So you don't really have to find the number of votes. Angle එක තිබ්බත් ඇති because angle anyways represent the number of votes නේ. So 9 times 5 is 45, 9 times 4 is 36, 0. 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 8, 40. We get the answer as 1/8. All right. Is that clear to all of you, Lamai? Okay. Fourth one, using the pie chart, write down the number of votes that the party in the second position received as a percentage of the total number of votes. We don't have to find the number of votes. අපිට angle එක තිබ්බම ඇති. Write down the number of votes the party in the second position received. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ඕනේ number of votes received by party in second position. We divide that by the total number of votes and we have to multiply that by 100. එතකොට percentage එකක් එන්නේ නේද? Now the number of votes received by the party in the second position can make up. We don't know that, but we know the angle. What is the angle here? How do we find the angle there? Yes. 75 තියෙනවා, 45 තියෙනවා, 150 තියෙනවා. So 360 වලින් subtract කරාම we get the angle. මම යාව චුට්ටක් පල්ලෙහාට කරන්නම් because we have to write the angle also first of all. So angle representing party in second position 360 degrees subtract කරනවා 150 75 45 150 what happened sorry 150 75 here 45 yeah so 150 75 45 කියලා කියන්නේ 120 150 කියන්නේ 370 so 270 360 minus 270 you get 90 degrees. Then make අපිට හොයන්න පුළුවන්. Why? Now we know the angle because we don't need the number of votes because we know the angles represent the number of votes. So instead of the number of votes, we can use the angle as well, just like in the third Roman now. So number of votes received by the party in the second position, we know the angle 90 degrees. Total number of votes, we know the angle 360 degrees multiplied by 100%. 90 times 1, 90 times 4, we get 25%. Is this clear to all of you? Give me a thumbs up. I'll set a timer for 4 minutes for the recorrections. Make it fast, huh? Make it fast. All right, Lamai. Then last question of our homework. Sixth question. Again, we have a pie chart that they have given. Bana. දැන් අපි පැයක් තිස්සේ homework discuss කරනවා. මොකද homework කරලා ආපු නැති කෙනෙක්ට නම් අපරාධේ. Right? So to be honest, මම එක කලින් class එකේ කියන්නේ නැති ඔයගලන්ට not like in science, in maths, theory wise there's nothing much to learn because we have been doing several lessons now. So you may have realized this already. Theory wise, like learning that is pretty fast. Theory learning part is the fastest part. But doing questions is the slow part. That is the part that takes us a lot of time. So always remember, it's not about learning theory and finishing lessons as fast as you possibly can. It's also practicing and doing the questions, doing the homework and getting more and more and more practice. That is why I always emphasize on the homework. This is the class. Discussing homework is the major part of the class. Remember that. Theory learning it takes such a small time. Make you not theory part, it didn't take too much time. Discussing questions, discussing the homework is the class. Always keep that in mind. If you don't do homework, it's almost like you didn't go to the class on that day. You have to try the question. Whether you get the answer or not, you have to try it. You can try karala, you can hear vela, try karala. Experience you will not realize this now, but there will come a time if you continue this. I mean, some of you, I know that some of you have not done the homework. If you continue that behavior of not doing the homework and you still come to the class and just listen to whatever I'm explaining, at some point you will regret. Because there will come a point when you realize, Aparade, I should have done the homework. I should have practiced more. In term test, maybe, hopefully it's term test. Term test, we have time to recover or something like that. But if it's O levels, there's no going back. And I'm telling you now, so that at least one of you will, make this into your daily practice of doing maths questions a lot. And at least one of you will correct your mistake. Even in the previous batches from grade 10 itself, I tell, this is what's going to happen. This is what will happen. And this is the things where you get stuck at a later point. These are the regrets that you're going to have if you don't do this. And these are the strong points that you need to focus on. I tell beforehand. Grade 10 because I need y'all to have the habit from grade 10 onwards. Grade 11 habits but I know, and some of the students actually they take the advice really well and they do accordingly, they act accordingly, and they reap the good benefits at the end. But some are not. Grade 10 class. They listen to all the advisors, they come to all the classes, but still they struggle at the end. Why? Just being present in the class, it's not enough. Some of you, especially boys, this is something that a lot of boys actually have this mindset. Some of the girls also might have. It's not like a gender thing, but godak mama notice karate boys lage. They think just coming to the class and sitting in the class is enough. And trust me, for maths, at least, I don't know other subjects, but for maths, that is not enough. Practice is so important. 1 second. All right. So with that little message in head, homework next week homework when I ask questions, I want your answers. Whether they're right or wrong is not the problem or is not what I really care about. I just want you all to interact. For you to interact, you need to have done the homework. Chess, carom, draughts, and table tennis. The pie chart given below illustrates the information gathered from the members of a sports club regarding the indoor sport they like the most. Okay. So some angles are here, some angles are not here. According to the pie chart, which indoor game is liked by the most by the greatest number of participants? Okay, what is the answer for that? Excuse me. Yes.
Carom.
Can you all tell me the angle for table tennis? ඒක නැතුව අපිට carom and table tennis compare කරන්න බෑ.
Table tennis is 140 and carom is 150, so carom is more.
What is the angle for table tennis?
140.
Yeah, 140.
So carom is more.
Make carom is more. Yes, correct. So this I pronounce this wrong. This is actually drafts. You pronounce it as drafts. It's like that checkerboard game. Make a have a batch game where they pronounce gun. So I'm quite embarrassed about that, but it's pronounced as drafts. Mama Tagal I check because I knew that I pronounced it wrong. You know, there's this game with like it's like a checkerboard, black and white chess game, but it's the same pawn that is being used. It's some sort of I think similar to checkers. I have not played checkers, so I don't know. But I mean, that's not important. But just because it came up and I pronounced it wrong, I'm just letting you all know. Okay. Number of members who like chess the most is 8. Chess 8. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතනනේ. දැන් ඒක හරි. එතකොට like the most by the greatest number of members. එතකොට ඒකට තමයි we needed the angle. So yes, it is actually carom because table tennis we get the angle as 140. So when you're writing the answer, you have to find the angle. Huh? Angle representing table tennis, you have to find it. That should be a part of your answer. 360 minus 150, 30, 140. So you get 140. So therefore we can say the game like the most is pencil. It's okay to write in the pencil, no problem, but don't keep it as a practice. It's actually not a very good practice because exam became actually when you asked that question, I remember very clearly a student in 2020, my sister's batch, I think that was 2023 or 2024 batch. There was a student, she always writes the answers in pencil. And mom ek nawattana try karattara me mama lokuවට එක serious gatte naha because she was a very brilliant student. But it was like a practice even for the exam, even for during the class. She's always doing it in the pencil. And then when I give homework, she does it in the pencil and then she writes on top using the pen. So she has to write the same question twice. But term test wale me loku prashna kuna because of the time management. Because in the O levels, you cannot write using the pencil. That is usually not accepted. You have to write using the pen. So if you try to do it twice, it's going to take a lot of time. Maths is a paper where you won't have enough time. Okay. So O-levels I think that was for grade 11 second term. She got a very low mark for term test. And then because I told you she was very brilliant and she always got very good results. But then that first term grade 11 As a grade 11 second term she got a very low mark because she didn't have enough time to complete the paper. She could not I think she didn't do 2 questions, 2 essay questions. She has done, but in the pencil. මට මතක නැහැ මොකක්ද item එක එක මං හිතන්නේ දැන් අවුරුදු දෙක තුනක් පරණයිනේ. penciling කරලා panning ලිව්වේ නැහැ හරි මොකක්දයක් වුණා. And then ඒකට teachers ලා ලකුණු කපලා තිබ්බා කොහොමද. So she was like crying and all that. Because apparently that was her first time getting such a low mark. But anyhow, පස්සේ අපි එක හැදුවා. O levels වල she got an A. But anyways, mama recommend කරන්නේ නැහැ එක හින්දා එක. Panning ලියන්න right from the pen. වැරදුනොත් එක ඉරකින් කපන්න. Also, don't use correction pen. Don't use correction pen even for the exam. Don't use it. Just use the pen. For diagrams, constructions, geometry, of course, use the pencil. But for writing the calculations, for doing the calculations and writing statements and all that, use the pen. If it's wrong, cut it with 1 or 2 lines. Lines clean water strike off color, then write it again. It's okay. Nobody's going to check if your paper or your answer is like very neat and beautiful. They don't really care about that. As long as it's readable, as long as your answer is right, that's more than enough. So I don't recommend that. For diagrams, of course, use the pencil, but try to switch to the pen slowly. Yeah? If it's a habit, try to switch to the pen. Better to always write in the pen. Well, ගොඩක් ඒවට I have experience. මම මතක් වෙන එක එක ළමයින්ගේ කතන්දර මේ එක එක like for the questions that you asked. So I'm sharing them with you because rather than me just giving you an advice, if I share an experience from a previous student, you can relate better. ඒකයි මේ මම කිව්වේ මතක් වෙච්ච හින්දා. Anyways, game liked by the most is Carom. How many members like Carom the most? Now, how do we get that? Quickly. Chess wala angle like a 4. Yes, smile.
Since for chess they have already given it's 8, so we can take 40 degrees equals 8 members, then 1 degrees equals 8 divided by 40. Then Carom has 150 degrees, so 8 divided by 40 multiplied by 150, then you get 30 members.
Correct. So, correct, that is correct. So, because chess angle is 40 degrees and we know 8 members play chess. So, 40 degrees is represented by 8 members. Then, we know 1 degree is represented by 8 divided by 40. Then, අපිට ඕනේ Carom that is 150 degrees. So, මේක 1 එකයි වෙනම ඕනේ. So, ඒ කියන්නේ 150 would be 1 නෙමෙයි. So, 150 would be this multiplied by 150. So, we'll simplify 0, 0 cancels out. 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 15 is 30. So, we're talking about 30 members for Carom. Okay, yes. In the chat box also, I got correct answers. Good. Huh? Roman number 3. How many members like table tennis the most? Now, what is the angle for table tennis? We already found it here, 140 degrees. Can you all just tell me the answer that you all got?
So just like the way we got Carom, we can use table tennis. 140 degrees equals 8 over 40 multiplied by 140, and we get 28 minutes.
So, what is the answer you got, Ismail?
28 members.
28.
Yes.
Okay, others, what did you all get?
Same answer.
Basma says same.
Same.
Answer. Kushit says same answer. Others? $23. We'll check. Same. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now 40 degrees, 8 members done on a from chess. They ask in table tennis, we know the angle already 140. So 8 divided by 40, we get for 1 degree. That multiplied by 140, we get for 140 degrees. So 0, 0 cancels. 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 14 is 28. So we get the answer as 28 members. Is this clear to all of you? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Since there's not much of free corrections to do, I will set a timer for like 3 minutes. Quickly do the recorrections now. Make it fast. All right, Lama. Now we will move on to the new lesson, least common multiple of algebraic expressions. Before that, can you all tell me, do you all have any questions with the data representation lesson? Any question? No. Okay. And now put a topic because now we are doing the next lesson. LCM of algebraic expressions. Now, LCM or least common multiple is something that you already know, right? Because in the previous grades, we have learned this. The only difference is in this grade, we are talking about LCM of algebraic expressions. But LCM of normal numbers, we have already learned. So let's do a little bit of examples from what we have learned previously in the previous grades. අපි example විදිහට ගත්තොත් find the LCM of 12, 18, 24. So how do we do this? We write the factors first of all, right? 12, 2 times 3. A කියන්නේ 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 3, right? Then 18 is 2 times 3 times 3. A කියන්නේ 2 multiplied by 3 to the power 2. Then 24, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. That is 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 3. Up to this point, is it clear how I wrote the factors? Others, please let me know. I need to hear if everybody got it. Basma, Ismail, Kushit, Shanas, Shweta. Okay. Then now how do we find LCM? In all the factors, we are going to find the largest multiple. Then 2 අප එක factor එකක්, right? මෙතන තියෙනවා 2 to the power 2. මෙතන තියෙනවා just here 2 to the power 2. Here 2, here 2 to the power 3. What is the largest one? 2 to the power 2 or 2 or 2 to the power 3? What is the largest one? Largest power.
2 to the power 3.
2 to the power 3. So, LCM අපි කොහොමද හොයන්නේ? From each factor, we are going to get the largest power. 2 ගත්තාම here 2 to the power 2, 2 and 2 to the power 3 are there. So, the largest factor is 2 to the power 3. 3 ගත්තාම here there is 3, here there is 3 to the power 2, and here there is 3. Then the largest power is 3 to the power 2. So 2 to the power 3 is 8, 3 to the power 2 is 9. 8 times 9 is 72. Is that clear? Others, is that clear? Basma, Jevindu, Kushit, Shanas, Shweta, Zuha, is it clear? Okay. Then if I ask you as example 2, pretty simple. Find the LCM of 24, 36, 48. Sorry, 48. Can you all quickly find the LCM of these three numbers? Make it fast. Anita, I'm getting some answers in the chat box in the class. I'm getting some answers in the chat box. Okay. 24. 2 times.
Miss, give me 5 minutes.
Okay, okay. 5 minutes. Maybe I'll give you like 3 minutes. Okay. Just try to finish within 2 minutes.
Done, Miss.
All right. Anybody else who needs more time, or have all of you finished? Okay, I'm just gonna start. 24, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, right? That means 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 3. 36 would be 2 times 2 times. In case it's confusing, you got it right. 24 so that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, which is 2 to the power 3 times 3, right? Then if we write 36, that would be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That would be 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 2. 48 would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 3, 48. That would be 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the power 4 times 3. LCM, we are considering the highest power of each factor, right? 2 ke highest power is 2 to the power 4. 3 ke highest power is 3 to the power 2. So 2 to the power 4 means 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16. 3 to the power 2 ke like 3 times 3, which is 9. 9 times 6 is 54, 5 remaining. 9 times 1 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I already got the answer in the chat box. A few of you all have put the answer already in the chat box. I hope that's clear to all of you. Give me a thumbs up. Okay.
Miss, I understand how to do it, but finding the 2 into 2 this much makes, for me, that is confusing.
Right. Okay. So I'll explain that part. So I think that's a very good question. A question I'm pretty sure others also must have had it. May factors So as a revision for others also and for Ismail also, let me explain how do we get these 2 times, 2 times, 3 times, whatnot, right? So for these factors, we are always getting prime numbers. Prime numbers can have factors dekak tiyena katte. If you take 2, 2 ke factors 1 and 2. If you take 3, 3 ke factors 1 and 3. If you take 4, 4 ke factors 1, because 1 times 4 we get 4. Then 2, because 2 times 2 also we get 4. Then 4. 4 times 1, 4. 3 are factor. 5 gatot 5 ke factors monad 1 times 5, so 1. 2 na 3 na 4 na 5 ආයි තියෙනවා. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 ke factors monad 1 times 6, 2 times 3. 3 times 2 is also 6, 6 times 1 is also 6. 7 ke factors 1 times 7, 2 na 3 na 4 na 5 na 6 na 7. 8 ke factors 1, 2, 4, and 8. 9 get factors. 1 times 9. So 1 is a factor. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 3 another factor and also 9. Do you know how to get these factors part? Is it clear for you? Namai?
Yes, miss.
All right. Others also, I hope it's clear. So if a particular number has only 2 factors, I hope you remember, we call them prime numbers. May prime number because it only has 2 numbers, 2 factors, sorry, 2 factors. 3 is a prime number because it also has 2 factors. 4 is not a prime number. 5 is a prime number, again only 2 factors. 6 is not a prime factor because it has 4. It's not a prime number because it has 4 factors. 7 is a prime number. 8 is not a prime number, again it has 4 factors. 9 is also not a prime number because it again has 3 factors. If any number has only 2 factors, we call them prime numbers. For this, we are only using prime numbers. Prime nathiya use karanne. How do we get this? Let me choose a different color. Now let's say example 24. 24 කොහොමද ගන්න බලන්න. Okay, 24. Our smallest prime number is 2. 1 කියන ළමයි prime number එකක් නෙවෙයි. ඇයි? 1 වලට තියෙන එකම fact එක 1 විතරයිනේ. එයා prime number එකක් නෙවෙයි. Then our smallest prime number is 2. I'm gonna divide 24 by 2. දැන් මේ division එක තියෙන්නේ පල්ලෙහාට. පල්ලෙහාට තමයි division එක. 24 when you divide by 2, you get 12. 12 can you divide by 2? What do you get?
6.
Yes, 6. 6 can you divide by 2?
Yes.
Yes, what we get? 3, yes. 3 can you divide by 2?
No, can divide by 3.
Yes. We start from the smallest prime number 2. So 24 could be divided by 2, 12 could be divided by 2, 6 could be divided by 2. Then we came to 3. 3 cannot be divided by 2. Then we go to the next prime number. Deකට පස්සේ තියෙන prime number එක. After 2, the next prime number is 3. No? And we try to divide this by 3 and we can see it divides by 3. So 3 times 3 is 1. මෙන්න මේ numbers ටික තමයි මෙතන එන්නේ. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is what we get here. All right. So if you take something else like 48 බලමු. අපි නිකන් වෙන number ගමු නිකන් something like 54. Just a different number. 54. The smallest prime number is 2. Let's start with 2 and we can see that 54 is divisible by 2. So we get 2 times, so we get 27. And then 27 cannot be divided by 2. එහෙනම් අපි ඊළඟ prime number එකට යනවා. 2 ට පස්සේ තියෙන්නේ 3. 27 can be divided by 3. So we get 3 times 9 is 27. 9 can also be divided by 3. We get the answer as 3. 3 also can be divided by 3. We get the answer as 1. In a 54, we can write as 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. All right. So, අපි තව එකම example ගමු. Something like 1 second. Okay. 180. මෙයාව ගත්තොත් මෙයාව කොහොමද අපි factors විදිහට ලියන්නේ? The smallest prime number is 2. 180 can be divided by 2, we get 90. 90 can be divided by 2, we get 45. 45 cannot be divided by 2. Then we go to the next prime number, which is 3. අපිට ඕන විදිහට divide කරන්න නෑ. order එකට යන්න ඕන. 45 can be divided by 5 කියලා ටක් ගාලා 5 දාන්න නෑ. The next prime number is 3. We check if 45 can be divided by 3 and yes, it can be because we get 15. 15 can be divided by 3, we get 5. 5 cannot be divided by 3, then we go to the next prime number, which is 5. So this is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. Is that clear, Ismail?
Yes, miss.
Others, is this clear?
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay, so that's great. Then in the review exercise, I want you all to try a question alone. This now that we already did a little bit of a revision, this is a question that you can very well try alone. I will give you like 5 minutes and then we'll discuss. Balana try kala puluwan kiyala, because as I said, this is something that you can do very well. LCM Hoena Vidya we revised. Now read this and try to revise. Try to find the answer. This is from the review exercise. Okay. Third question. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. If you finish, you can personally drop me the answer in the chat box. Don't unmute and tell, then the others won't be able to do it. Also, Lamai, for like 2 minutes, I will not be here. So if you have questions, just put in the chat box. I'm here. If you have questions, you can now ask. Okay. All right, Lamai. I hope all of you are done. Let's see. I got some answers in the chat box also. But I can't say about chat box. What about others? Did you all do this? Anybody who needs more time? Okay. Mr. Gunatilaka visits Golf's grounds every Sunday evening to observe the setting of the sun. Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Pereira to visit the same location once every 6 days and once every 8 days respectively for the same reason. If the three of them right? So if the three of them met each other for the first time in the Golf's grounds on Sunday, the 8th of December, 2013, after how many days did they all meet each other again at the same location? On which date did they meet again? All right. So, every Sunday evening means how often does Mr. Gunatilaka visit the Golf's ground? Every how many days does he go to the Golf's ground?
Every 6 days?
Every 7 days, no? From one Sunday to the other Sunday, there are 7 days. No? Is that clear, Basma?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So, okay. Then Gunatilaka. Gunatilaka every 7 days. Muhammad and Mr. Pereira every 6 days and every 8 days. So that means Muhammad 6 days. Muhammad. I'm only writing the surnames. Mr. Then 6, 8. So we have to find the LCM. 7 well, I think factor 7 because 7 is a prime number. 6 is 2 times 3. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2, which means 2 to the power 3. So LCM 2 ke highest power is 2 to the power 3. Then 3 ke highest power is just 3. And we have 7. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 27. 27 times 4. Sorry, 24. 24 times 7. 28. 168 days. Did you all get this answer, first of all? They're asking specifically on which date did they meet again, right? May December cover the December cover the December 8th. Okay. So I think අපිට count කරලා බලන්න තමයි වෙන්නේ, right? මෙහෙම roughly ගන්න පුළුවන්. Like every month has roughly 30 days කියලා අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන්, then we don't get the exact answer. So you know, from December 8th to January 8th, there's 31 days, right? Then January 8th to February 8th, there's another 31 days. From February 8th to March 8th, that's 28 days. Until March 8th, right? මෙතන කොච්චර තියෙනවද? 31 is 62, 62, 72, 82, 96. Then March 8th to April 8th, we have another 31 days. Then April 8th to May 8th, we have another 30 days. May 8th. So, another 96 plus 31. Let's just do a calculation. I'm just adding 31 plus 30. Make it sure, look very important. 6 plus 1, 7. 9 plus 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 157 days already here. What we have is 168, right? So 168 equaling 157 subtract from how much do we have? 11 days more. So from May 8th, අපි තව 11 days add කරාම කොච්චර වෙනවද? May 8th to May 18th, then May 19th. That would be May 19th, 2014. That's the answer, right? That's clear, no? May it's just calculating, adding and subtracting and all that. Not a big deal. This is the part where we check the concept. Is that clear to all of you?
Excuse me, miss.
Ismail, did you have a question?
Yes, miss. Miss,
Yes.
how do we know it's 28 days? If it's
Sorry?
a leap year or not? How do we know if it's 28 days or 29 days?
Because now this year is 2013. So එතකොට දැන් මේ ඊට පස්සේ ආවකනේ count වෙන්නේ, that is 2014. And we know 2014 is not a leap year, right? So then February only has 28 days. From February 8th to from December 8th, 2013 to January 8th, 2014. Can it then 31 days count වෙනවනේ? January 8th ඉඳන් February 8th වෙනකම් 31 days count වෙනවා. January වල තියෙනවනේ 31 වෙනකම්. Is that clear? Ismail, is that clear? I can't hear you. Can you drop in the chat box? Can't hear. No, you're getting stuck or something. I don't know if it's my connection or your connection.
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay. Now I could hear. Maria, not always 31, depends on the month, right? From January to February, 31 days count, because January has 31 days, right? Then February to March, 28 days, because February only has 28 days. Don't try to think of it mathematically, just think of it logically, right? Then it will be easier to understand. Now only we are coming to what we have to learn this year in grade 10, because all this time we were doing a revision of grade 9. Can you all put a subtopic and put excuse me for a second. All right. Now, for the exam, there's nothing to write at all. Just discussing examples. For the example, I'm taking the same example as on the textbook. Let's discuss like 2-3 examples and that would be enough. Example 1. So we have 4a squared. Find the LCM. 4a squared is 1. 6ab, 8b. Now again, same thing here. We just have to write the factors. Numbers part as usual, right? Now if you take 4 means 2 times 2. And then a squared means a times a. 6 can 2 times 3. Here we have a and b. So a times b. 8 means 2 times 2 times 2. and B. Then Meyavalivama 2 to the power 2 and A to the power 2. Here 2 times 3 times A times B. Here 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3 times B. So LCM, we just take the highest power of every factor. 2 के highest power है 2 to the power 3. 3 की highest power है just 3. A की highest power है A squared. And B की highest power है just B. So 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Then LCM is 24A squared B. Did you all understand this? The same thing. The only difference is now we have letters. But letters are as usual. There are powers and all that. Let's discuss. Shall we straight away try a question? What do you all think? Are you all confident that you can try one question alone now? With just this?
Yes.
Yeah, no? Let's just give it a try. I mean, no harm, right? Go to exercise 12.1. I'll take the entire exercise to the whiteboard. This part is a little easy. The next part is the part that we have to give some time. Don't leave the class, making your in a hand. There's another part. Danata, I want you all to try this one. Fourth ekai. Ninth ekai. Can you all try these two? I'll give 6 minutes. 3 for each, 6 minutes. Quickly do. All right, Lamai. Did all of you find the answer? Okay. What about others? Anybody who needs more time? Others? Who are there? Did you all do or not? Do you all finish? Okay.
Finish.
All right. Okay, great. I think we can start then. Start the discussion. So, fourth Roman number. Nathan 24 ne? 24 ne? Right. 24 8x 10x square. 24 kyanne 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 3. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 must straight away 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 3 කියලා ලියනවා. ඔගන්ට අර විදිහට steps දෙකක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. Write like this and then like this. But I'm going to straight away write like 2 to the power 3 times 3. 8x I'm going to write as 8 is 2 to the power 3. X is just x. 10x squared is 10 means 2 to the power, 2 times 5. X squared is just x squared. Then LCM, the highest power of every factor. 2 के highest power is 2 to the power 3. මෙතන තියෙනවා 2 to the power 3, right? 3 के highest factor is 3. 5 के highest factor is 5. X के highest factor is x squared. So 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 times 5 is 120. So we have 120 x squared. Did you all get this answer?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay, great. Then නිදිමතයිද කට්ටියට? Are you all sleeping? I hope not. Apita, we might not have to drag it until 10 actually. So I mean, we might have to. Let's see. If we discuss this example, I think we'll have to discuss about 3 more examples and then you have to do a few questions. So let's try to move fast. I think we'll be able to finish before 10. Fingers crossed. We'll see. 9th AB. AB, then we have 4A squared B. Then we have 8A squared B squared. AB no, it's just A times B no. 4A squared B, 4 means 2 to the power 2. A squared is A squared and B. 8 is 2 to the power 3. A squared B squared. LCM is we are going to take the highest power of every factor. 2 के highest power का 2 to the power 3. I අපිට වෙන numbers නෑ, just letters. A के highest factor k to the power 2. B के highest factor का B to the power 2. This. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 8A squared B squared. Like that. Did you all get this answer?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then these are just algebraic terms, right? Now we are going to make it a little bit more complicated. We are going to consider binomial expressions. Okay. Can you all put a topic? Because we have done binomial expressions already. Balama. What do you all think about this lesson so far? It's not that difficult, right? Even the next part is not going to be difficult. It's just that just practice. We just need practice. That's all. Again, we are going to discuss using examples. Okay. So I'm going to use the same examples that are given on the textbook, right? So find the LCM. The terms or the expressions are 15x squared. I will explain. I will explain. Don't worry. 20x plus 1. 10x plus 1 squared. Give me a second. Okay. So 15 we know how to write 3 times 5 is 15 x squared. 20 up 2 to the power 2 times 5. Because 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 5 is 20. You can do that thing and you can find the numbers, right? You will get 2 to the power 2 times 5. Times x plus 1. 10 in 2 times 5 times x plus 1 square. Make brackets we consider them as individual units, right? These binomial expressions, we consider them as individual units. So what we are going to do here when we are finding the LCM is like this. So minimum brackets with they are like factors. Okay. So look at what I'm going to do here. 2 के highest factor का 2 to the power 2. 3 के highest factor का 3. 5 के highest factor का 5. X के highest method x squared with this and these are two different things. Here x is just like x, right? So then the highest factor is x squared. If you take x plus 1 in x plus 1 unit in that factor, if you consider that as an entire factor, the highest factor is x plus 1 square. Then 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 5 is 60. Here we have x squared. And here we have x plus 1 squared. Like this. Is this clear, Lama? Okay. Then All right, Lama, is this clear? Okay. Let's discuss another example just like in the textbook. Okay. Find the LCA. So here the terms are B minus A is 1. 2A minus B. Then 4A squared, A minus B squared. All right. Now, let's just leave the first one. First product, right? Here, look at the second one. 2 is just one factor. Then we have A minus B. Here 4 means 2 to the power 2. A squared can A squared. Here A minus B squared. Then may I withdraw B minus A? That's quite annoying, no? Because both in here also there's A minus B. Here there's A minus B, but here there's B minus A. Aparadya A minus B unana would have been very nice. But is there a way that we can make this A minus B?
Yes.
How?
Since it has power by 2, you can change the two
Here there is
numbers.
no
So
power.
it can become A minus B.
If you're talking about this, here there is no power. Then what do we do? Power story is actually correct. We will be using that in the future also. That is correct. But here, what can we do? Okay. Okay. A කියන්නේ බලන්න මෙතන here A minus B. Here also A minus B. If you take A minus B, in front of A we have plus, in front of B we have minus. But here we have B minus A. If you take B minus A, in front of B there's plus, in front of A there's minus. The signs have changed, right? What I'm going to do is, here both of these instances we have A minus B. හැබැයි මෙයා විතරක් B minus A. දැන් මොකද අපි කරන්නේ? මම මොකද කරන්නේ? B minus A I can write as A minus B, but I have to multiply that by minus 1. Then minus times plus is minus, so we get minus A. Minus times minus is plus, so we get plus B. එතකොට plus B minus A කියන්නේ B එක ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා A එක පිටිපස්සට ගත්තාම B minus A වෙනවා. මෙයාවම එනවා, but we can write it like this. Because what we want is actually just to somehow have A minus B in the expression, right? But here we have B minus A. B minus A අපි A minus B වලට convert කරන්නේ by multiplying it by minus 1. Same idea, right? Same meaning. Because A minus B, when you multiply by minus 1, you anyways get B minus A. මෙයාවම එනවා. මම මෙයා වෙනුවට if I write minus 1 multiplied by A minus B, the answer will still be B minus A. Do you get what I'm trying to say here? Others, is it clear? All right. I write it like this. Because then we have the same term more. Now let's find LCM. LCM. Then අපිට -1 එකකුත් තියෙනවා නේ දාන්නම වෙනවා right, so we'll put -1 first multiplied by, now 2 ගේ highest factor is 2 square, a ගේ highest factor is a square, a minus b ගේ highest factor is a minus b square. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times -1 is -4, minus 4a squared, a minus b squared. This is the LCM. Did you all understand this? Okay. Can you all write this too? First of all, 4 minutes would be enough, no? Okay, I'll set a timer for 4 minutes. Quickly write. All right, Lamai, did you all write this? Did you all write this up? Okay. Can you all mark homework? uh. 12.3 because I want to do some more examples, but I'm going to wrap up the class today since it's a little late. And also I'm still not home. I'm actually still at the office, but since it's getting a little late, we'll wrap up. Exercise 12.2. Mark the homework D. H-I-J. D-H-I-J. Next week also we will be having an extended class until like 9:45, 10. So please be prepared for that. Today, I mean last week or something, I asked you all to be prepared for it, but I'm not prepared for an extended class today. But I mean it's okay, not a big deal. I anyways don't sleep early. I stay till very late. But since I'm not home and all, and also since we already did until 9:50, that's pretty good. So next week we'll try to keep it until 10 p.m. just because so that we can cover up faster. So you could maybe prepare a little more on your side as well. I will also prepare, of course. You can like maybe make a coffee, like, ask your parents or somebody to make you a coffee or a tea. And, just be a little re-energized during the class, especially during this latter part. I'm pretty sure you guys are dozing off a little because I know I have never been to online classes because my time was a little different. I'm not very old though, like Mama O-level live 2016. In your batch, I am in your syllabus, I was the first batch. So I'm not very old. But anyways, during my time, we did not have COVID and all that. So online classes, they call it trending now. But I have seen my younger sister, especially because during her time, Ogalanta Vada Vadimal, she wrote O-levels in 2023 or 2024, I think. So she was also caught up in COVID. So then there was like so many online classes, online school, everything online. And so I know how she is. And she was during her classes, she was like always dozing off, especially when classes are a little late. And so I know how you guys are. Camera off. But yeah, I mean, today was good enough. We did until 9:45, 9:50. Next week, we'll try to keep it a little longer until like 9:45, 10 වගේ චුට්ටක් අපි වැඩිපුර කරලා එහෙම අපි if we could do the same for like June and July, I think we'll be good. Because we missed a few classes too, we'll try to do a little extra. Yeah, anyways, thank you for cooperating and thank you for understanding that we have to extend the class and for staying half an hour early. And yeah, and also like staying in the class without leaving. I really appreciate that. And yeah, let's see each other next day. I think next day we have the class on 10th of June. And LMS එක අද නම් පොඩ function වෙලා තිබුණා. There has been some error, but otherwise you should usually get the link. And you also should have the access, login details and all that. ඔක්කොම worksheets එහෙම මම ඉස්සරහට upload කරන්න ඉන්නේ. So make sure that you log in and just get familiar with it. That's all from my end. Let's wrap up fast, Lama, yeah? Then thank you and have a great week and good night.
Thank you and God bless you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay, bye. Good night. Good night.